Tasty. Hi guys, this is Connie. So, here we go. Another installment of Connie Reads 8 Keys. We're on chapter 20. Something to believe in. On Sunday morning, I found another key. This one was on my dresser, next to some clean socks Aunt Bessie had dropped off. Was it from her? I doubted it for some reason. It could have been there for days. After this one, there would be just one more key. Maybe then I would learn who the mysterious key giver was. Who would send a key from California? The person who left all the rest of the keys had to be someone who could get in the house, or somebody already in it. Unless the keys were coming from somewhere else, through a time warp or by angel messenger, or... I pushed those thoughts out of my mind to deal with later and headed outside. This room looked like the library, except smaller, without the desk. Why would Dad give me another room full of books? But the room had books from floor to ceiling anyway, with the exception of a mirror sitting on one of the shelves. I scanned some of the titles. Taoism, Native American myths, the historical Jesus. Nothing interesting. I pulled one off the shelf. It looked like hard reading. The message on the floor said, "Believe." The books were all things to believe in. The mirror was kind of a weird addition. I stared at my reflection, and then suddenly that made sense too. I was also supposed to believe in myself. At lunch, Franklin walked by our table looking for a place to sit. Caroline waved at him. He waved back but kept going. Caroline turned to me. "What are you working on?" She looked at the loose-leaf paper and mechanical pencil I was hiding under the table. "The poetry assignment," I said. Our usual paragraph assigned had turned into poems for the rest of the unit. I'm really sick of writing poems. I just don't get what they should be about. "What have your other ones been about?" Caroline asked. "Dumb things. Springtime, winter." "Do you really care about winter?" I shook my head. Caroline looked over a few tables where Franklin was eating a sandwich, probably bologna with yellow mustard, and talking with Diana, who was in an orange sweatshirt with a black cat on it, looking like Halloween. Then Caroline started reading, letting me do my homework. I liked having her just sit next to me while the thoughts whirled in my head. Whirred. Can't pronounce that word. I decided to finish my homework at home and started to eat. My peanut butter sandwich that was not flattened or smushed or crushed or hurt in any way. It still stuck to the roof of my mouth and in my throat just as much. I looked around for Amanda. She was several tables away, laughing with Kate and Lindsay and a couple boys. "What's Amanda's deal, anyway?" I asked. "I don't know," Caroline said. "She wasn't always like this. I saw her with her brother once. He and his friends weren't that nice to her." "No, they aren't. But just because someone is mean to her doesn't give her the right to be mean to other people." Then a funny feeling squirmed inside me, like I was to Franklin. The truth was, it wasn't just the not fessing up in the principal's office that was wrong between me and Franklin. I hadn't been nice to him all year. I called him names. I didn't like to do things with him the way I had before because I was worried about what other people would think. He embarrassed me, even though I should have been happy to have such a good friend. I really hadn't been a good friend to him for a long, long time. I took a deep breath and dialed. Mrs. White answered. "Hello?" "Hi, is Franklin there?" "Oh, hi, Elise. Let me go see if I can find him." I waited. She would know exactly where he was. She meant, "Let me see if he wants to talk to you." "I'm sorry," she said. "He's doing homework right now, and he doesn't want to be interrupted. Maybe try him tomorrow?" Okay. Thanks," I managed to say. "Bye." "Oh, and Elise?" "Yeah?" "Thank you for calling." I hung up. And that's the end of chapter 20. These chapters are starting to get a little bit shorter as we get to the end. So be careful with that and enjoy, please and thank you. And I will see you with the next chapter.